When I seems lost, thoughts lead you astray. Then I cry, then I feel pain. Why do I for so much. I would love to feel your touch. Baby, I don't know where to go. I'd be so, so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. I'd be so, so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. I'd be so, so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. I'd be so, so lost without you. Save me before I pass out. Save me before I pass out. Before I pass out.
And it's lights out and we're underway for season 11 here at MRL.
Seen this for the last 10 laps, these two side by side, and it's been great.
But J-Joe comes home to win the Singapore Grand Prix and the championship. Hello and welcome to the season finale of Tier 4 here in MRL Season 11. I am your host, Dutchy, and I'm on my own once again for today. I have zero clue where Dreams is. But you know what? We're just gonna make it happen. We're just gonna do with what we've got. And let's get on track with the action straight away and not waste any more time. I hope you guys enjoyed that little trailer I made. And don't worry, pun, everything was copyright free. So yeah, we're on board with Jim Just Race, who's just on his out lap right now. Let's get the lap data up as well. Bang, bang, shibbity bang. As Jim is starting his first flying lap, we've got a Ferrari right there on the side. We've got a Alpine also in very close proximity. That I don't think that was impeding, but it definitely put Jim off a little bit. As he does a 25.7 in the first sector. Now that's not hugely impressive. It's not hugely impressive, as he is very angry at the brake marker boards there. And I don't know, maybe one of those brake marker boards has made some comments about his family that he did not enjoy, I don't know. But he's very angry with them for no reason whatsoever. Nathan coming across the line to set his first lap time. That's gonna be a 10.2, putting him in P6. D-Master just went fastest with a 9.8. Who is about to cross the line? I have zero idea. It's gonna be the Aston Martin of Fox completing their out lap. Oh my god, what is happening here? A lot of traffic here, as you would expect in Zandvoort. There's a Mercedes of Yoga going into the pit lane. Oh, that was close. Yeah, Golden Drift is the first one to finish his lap, it looks like. So let's ride on board with him through this final banked corner. And it's gonna be an 11, no, it's gonna be a 10.4. Putting in P9 so far. Now, is Fox on? Yeah, he is on another flyer, but he's going P10. JBTC will be on a flyer as well. I actually need to get back into video mode, so just forgive me for 1 second. There we go, as I can now... Oh, it still does that, okay. Well, what I was going to do is let's hope JBTC doesn't have any more of this. I saw that in the chat earlier in the week and I just knew I had to get it on. But how's everybody doing in chat? Let me know if you're here. Say something in the chat. Come say hi. We are here for the final round of MRL Season 11 with the constructors and the drivers both already wrapped up. Both of them going to Ferrari with J-Joe winning the drivers and Ferrari winning the constructors. Is Newbie on a lap? He is. He's slightly down, dips a rear onto the gravel there, slides it out of the corner, and it's gonna be his lap done. MRK just finished a lap. Yeah, everybody's done their first runs. Maybe Jim is trying to do a second run. Let's see what his sector split times are. No, definitely not. Ooh, JTB Drip, and he is on a lap, and no, never mind, he's not. Looked like he was. It's gonna be the McLaren of Knight, possibly finishing a lap. Yeah, it is. That's gonna be coming across the line for 199, putting in P4. Very good lap from Knight there. And I think Pete will be the first one to do the second run of laps. As there was a spun Mercedes in sector 3. But that looks to be all good. Should we ride on board with Pete? Going through that first sector uphill. 1/10 up on his own time. So that will currently not even put him into the top 10. He really needs to find something in this second sector. And especially this corner right here, turn 10, very tricky on power, and also to get the car slowed down just the right amount. Not too much, not too little. 1.5 tenths up, didn't really gain that much in the second sector. Let's see if he can find something magical in sector 3. Exit of 12 there didn't look too great. Guts on the curb of the exit, which is exactly what you want to do. And comes across the line for a 1:10.3. Not putting him inside the top 10, getting him P12 as of right now. I think I'm gonna hop on board with D-Master for this secondary run. As he is half a second below Angry Shadow, but is in P2, and hopefully he can improve enough to maybe even make it close. As he starts the lap right now. Uses all of the track on the exit of turn 1. Gets it down. Gets it slowed down. Tries to get the exit. Didn't look too great, if I must be honest. I don't think this will be an improvement. Oh, it is a slight improvement. And a purple sector 1 for D-Master. Let's see how he does in this sequence of corners, because this is very important and very easy to lose the car, as you've just seen right there. D-Master showing that really quick, really nicely bouncy behind him. Taking a section, well, better I wanted to say, but no, he touches the grass on the way in to turn 10, which spins him round. And yeah, that is second run over for also JTB Dripping, who gets on the grass in a very unusual place, I must say. And Nathan looks to be on a lap with a purple sector 1. Let us see what he can cook up through this difficult section of 8, 9, and 10. Looks to get a pretty decent exit out of 10 right there. There's a little bit of traffic in front. That is going to be the kick Sauber of JTB Dripping, I believe. Is he gonna get out of the way? Doesn't look like it. Nathan closing all the way, but not getting impeded. Actually gonna get a slipstream coming off as the Sauber dives into the pits, and Nathan gets up to 3rd place. What a lap from Nathan. Holy shit. And oh, there's a Ferrari spun. There's Testarossa. Has he lost his wing? No, it doesn't look like it. Completely intact. Oh wow, D-Master just sets the fastest lap right there. Is able to do that on his second run. I didn't see him do his second run. Midnight pulls into the pits. Yoga is gonna finish his lap. Is he gonna be able to improve? No, he's not. But I think Knight has just started his second run. Really, is no one talking in chat right now, or is my phone just being dumb? No, it's just nobody talking in chat. Okay. Great, I'm just talking here by myself then. That is fine. That is fine. Knight is a 10th up after sector 2, climbs over that curb of 11 out of 12. Really easy to lose the back end out of 12. He manages to keep it pointing in the right direction pretty nicely right there. Is he gonna have a little bit of slipstream from the car ahead? Yes, he is. And that improves him up by 2/10, really helping that slipstream, getting him up into 3rd place. As very soon we are going to be seeing people get out for their final laps. Just a simple no from B-Dunk. Fair enough. Fair enough. D-Master retires in the pit lane. Doesn't think he has any more left in the tank. Okay. So it's up to Angry Shadow to knock him down. Well, I've got my chips ready. I've got my drinks ready. I am completely ready for this qualifying lap from Angry Shadow. Because this is something you're gonna want to watch. I think Angry Shadow is gonna produce some magic here, filling in for J-Joe, who's already won the championship. What has happened down there? Newbie gets a 5-second place grab penalty. Somebody was disqualified. That was a Mercedes, I think, who was disqualified. Yeah, Midnight was disqualified. And Angry Shadow is starting his final lap. Let's ride on board with him. Down in the turn 1, hugs that curb but doesn't touch it. Very nicely done. Car gets all unsettled a little bit over those 2 turns, but that is what's supposed to happen. Gets a decent exit onto this uphill run along section where the power of the car really does its job. Half a 10th up for Angry Shadow as we head into sector 2, going downhill. Very tricky to get the brake in just right. If you get it a little bit wrong, you'll be sliding wide and losing a bunch of time. Really tricky traction shown here off turn 10. Really easy to just lose the car, lose momentum, lose everything on your lap. 2/10 up from Angry Shadow. Currently puts him up provisional pole, but he spins it round in turn 12. And D-Master will stay on pole. By the way, it looks right now. Is anyone gonna be able to improve? Bouncy wasn't gonna improve because he was going wide at turn 1. I believe that was. Newbie is a 10th up, so he will jump 1 or 2 positions at best. Maybe he can get himself into the top 5. Well, not like that. Newbie straight off the road, and that's what can happen if he just a little bit too far off the line. And all these drivers having a moment. What about JTB Drippin'? Can he improve his position? 10th at the moment. Can he jump a couple of spots at the end of his lap? Going through the banking right now. And comes across the line for a 196, putting him P4. Great lap from him right there. Nathan is just barely down on his time. Is he gonna be able to get an improvement? I don't think he did. P7 for Nathan. As Angry Shadow had the pole position in the palm of his hand and also just decides to yeet it away. So that means D-Master will start on pole. Angry Shadow will still join him on the front row of the grid with Bouncy in 3rd place, 2/10 behind. Then it's JTB Drippin' in 4th, Knight in 5th, Gordon Driven 6th, Nathan in 7th, Newbie in 8th, MRK in 9th, and Mr. Lethal Pete rounding out the top 10 here at Zandvoort qualification. Whew! That was spicy near the end. Very spicy near the end. It looks like we have a dry race on our hands. Maybe there will be rain a little bit later on, as I do see some clouds on the top of my screen. Can anybody in chat let me know? Check in with the drivers if there's any weather forecast for today, or if it's gonna stay dry throughout the whole race. I would love to know that. And it looks like we're gonna have no rain, as Weatherman Bouncy tells me in chat. Thank you for the information, Bouncy. So no rain, unfortunately, just a boring old dry race. Well, I say boring, it's tier 4, it's never gonna be boring, is it? There's always stuff happening here in tier 4, whether it's dry, wet, or anything in between. Can confirm D-Master's pants are white after Shadow's pin. Oh my god, I would have loved to be within that Fizzy when he did. But right now, we've got 5 red lights and they're out for the final time this season. D-Master gets away from pole, covers off Angry Shadow, but Bouncy tries to hang it around the outside. And it's actually JTB Drippin' getting into 2nd place and Angry Shadow moving into 1st. Bouncy getting all out of shape, getting D-Master back up into 3rd place, and D-Master having a Lando start and losing positions off the line. We've had a spinner in the back, and we're also going side by side here with JBTC and Testarossa almost. Lethal Pete trying to make a move on MRK, but he just sits behind, and everybody is trying to do their thing, but everybody is also trying to keep alive as Nathan goes up into 10th place. Midnight and Fox battling it out side by side. About to be 3 wide. No fucking way. Oh my god. And they've kept it clean. And they've kept it clean as well as we go 3 wide behind them now. Is it going to be 4 wide? No, it's not. With Testarossa sitting behind, and the Mercedes of I think that's Yoga. No, it's Midnight going backwards. We're now side by side with JBTC, the Ferrari, and everyone in this group basically. Oh my god, this battling here at the start of the race is absolutely insane between these back markers. This is what you've come to see. Oh, Midnight down the inside. He showed his racecraft in Tier 5. Can he do it again here in Tier 4? But this time near the back of the field. As we have a little bit of briefer at the back of the field, let's check back up to the front of the field. Then Golden Drift or Knight, is he gonna be able to get past Golden Drift on this straightaway? How was his exit out of turn 10? Looks to be okay so far. Is he gonna send it down the inside? No, he's not. Smart boy. How about further back? No, but oh, Midnight very wobbly on the brakes. As Angry Shadow has a gap of 1.7 seconds over JTB Drippin, who is under pressure from D-Master. And D-Master goes to the outside. They comes across JTB Drippin. They almost touched. D-Master trying to hang it around the outside. He's going to get back up the inside. No, he's not. Maybe in the turn 3. No, he can't do anything right there. And back there, there's a slight little gap. They're still within DRS of D-Master, but there's a slight little gap to Bouncy and Golden Drift. And after that, it's a train again. But D-Master all over the back of JTB Drippin, sniffing what he's had for dinner, and D-Master spins out JTB Drippin. That is not a place you go down the inside, and if you do, you gotta be completely alongside there, which D-Master just wasn't. Not in my humble opinion, but what do I know as Fnatic spins out JTB Drippin as well. JTB having a torrid time here in the start of the race. But let me quickly pull up some constructor stats as D-Master gets overtaken for 3rd place. Bouncy moving up in the 2nd. I will quickly look at some constructor stats real quickly to see if we've got any interesting battles up in the mid-pack after the championship. The Constructors Champion has already gone towards Ferrari. And we've got Alpine versus Williams with 9 points difference. Sauber and Mercedes also not too far behind. Red Bull and Racing Bull also within a shout of getting 4th place or 3rd place even. So it's a big gap. It's a big battle between 2nd and 7th. All still within a chance. It'll be a miracle for Racing Bulls to become 2nd, but you never know. But right now, Alpine keeps 2nd place in the Constructors Championship, but McLaren would move up all the way to 4th, I believe, if it'll stay like this. And never mind, that 3-second time penalty from Brownsea has just gifted D-Master a definite 2nd place, and Williams 2nd place in the Constructors. So it's still all to play for the teams. Maybe not for the drivers, but for the teams. There is still all to play for in this Grand Prix. And McLaren really doing good business here with a 4th and 5th running at the moment. Still early days in the race. And as we have Midnight DNFing after having a terrible first stint of the race. Let's see who is the biggest winner and who is the biggest loser. Pete being the biggest winner so far, gaining 5 positions since the start of this race, and JTB Dripping losing 8 after being spun out by both Fnatic and D-Master. There might actually be a penalty for both of those drivers. It would not surprise me because, well, definitely Fnatic turned in on JTB Dripping, and in my opinion, it was D-Master who was not enough alongside to claim that space, but that might also be deemed as a racing incident. We will have to wait and see on that one. Let's have a quick look at the tires as Bouncy is on the soft, trying to make it past D-Master on the mediums, which explains this pace difference that we are seeing. Knight keeping up on the mediums pretty well, And it also explains why Angry Shadow has got that gap of nearly 5 seconds now to D-Master, because Angry Shadow's on the softs, D-Master on the mediums, going opposite directions. Only person on the hard is Jim right now, who is also already pitted. So yeah, and we've only got one 3-second penalty that is going to be for Bouncy. And this top and this little battle of 2nd to 5th extends to Newbie right here, or who makes him past Fnatic. But it does MRK still within the DRS of that little train, but definitely off the back of Knight. And the real battle is between D-Master, Bouncy, Pete and Knight, you have to say, as Bouncy gets a run on D-Master, goes to the inside, goes to the outside, tries to do the dummy, hangs it around the outside, but just gets shown the door. Not much room there. I think he was better off staying on the inside. That move to the outside was really erratic from Bouncy, and probably not the best idea from him, as it looked like he already had the overspeed. By doing what he did, he had to slow down, and it just looked like he didn't have to do that if he just stayed on the inside. But he'll try to stay close to D-Master and get a run onto the straight next time around. As yeah, that's gonna be all the battling so fun. Bouncy getting a slide out of turn 10. Is that gonna show Level Pete the inside? No, it's not. Knight though, also on the back of his teammate, on the harder compound tire than his teammate, of course, so he will not attack him probably. But Knight will be saying to his teammate, come on, get a move on now. We got a 2nd place to we got points to gain in the championship, as Bouncy gets up the inside of D-Master. There's almost a little bit of contact between those two. Somehow they managed to keep alive and keep it clean, as Knight almost gets into the back of his teammate, struggles to not do that, but just manages to keep it clean. And these guys are making me lose my voice and my breath at the moment, as D-Master now has created a little bit of gap, and Bouncy is under pressure from Level Pete. Can Level Pete do something, or is Knight saying no? No Level, no Pete, you've had your say. Now it is my turn to try and overtake Bouncy, as Bouncy's almost dropped outside of that 1 second DRS range. That's going to be huge if D-Master can break that 1 second DRS. I don't think he will, because of the delta of the soft tires. But if he can, if the McLarens and Bouncy start fighting, there is a chance for D-Master to just get that DRS range out of him and fuck off into the distance basically. But yeah, right now Lethal Pete not really making any inroads on Bouncy all that much. It's Knight staying very close, very comfortable close to his own teammate and just biding his time, as Bouncy is already been comfortably in the DRS of D-Master OG right now. We also have a little bit of battling going side by side. JCB Drippin and Fox going round the outside of turn 3. Great move from him there, going up into P11. And he is now going to try and catch up to the back of the top 10, that being Golden Drift. JBTC is also very close to the pack right there. JTB Drippin very slow right now. What's happening to him? He's getting overtaken left, right and center. We see a Alpine getting all sideways, all out of shape. But JTB Drippin really struggling right now. Lost a bunch of positions just on this lap. And it looks like he's struggling to stop the car. There's a yellow flag in sector 3, and that's for Bouncy, who's just been spun, who's just spun himself, and that now gets D-Master away from that pack behind him. And does that mean he can now finally pull away and maybe basically secure his 2nd place, maybe even go after Angry Shadow, if those soft tires start to drop off. John does work with Yoga battling, going into turn 3. Yoga with a 3-second time penalty is probably not gonna fight that too hard, or maybe he is. We will not know, and we will find out later. As so Newbie had a thought about diving up the inside there, but there was just no space for him right there. JBTC also on the back, and oh my god, I just switched on board with him, and of course, we have a JBTC moment. How else can it be? How else can it be? We have a JBTC moment. Let's get that up on screen. Very clearly lost his front wing there. Let me actually move that to here. Very quickly, bang. JBTC does go into the pit. And let's get that off screen. And continue with the race, and JTBC DNFs with his final moment of the season being, of course, a typical JBTC moment. Right, battle then for third place is going between the McLaren drivers of Knight, Pete, and also Newbie and MRK are in that battle as well. Let's stick on board with the McLaren of Pete, who looks to be more under pressure from Newbie than he is putting pressure on his teammate. Newbie on the soft tires, maybe struggling a little bit. Maybe the medium compound runners getting into their own a little bit. Newbie looking to make a dive up the inside. No, he stays behind. Maybe he can get a better run later on in the lap. He gets a better time through turn 3. There is Newbie, but loses a little bit of time on the run up the hill, and then this downhill section very tricky for all these drivers, as it's very easy to just go a little bit wide, get onto a curb, go out completely wide, and lose basically 5-6 seconds of your race. Very easily done. So as these drivers are battling for the final step on the podium. Now it's just starting to pull away a little bit, and Newbie got past Lethal Pete in the little sequence of corners. Very nicely done from him. Nathan is just joining the back of this pack right now. Maybe he can get back. Let's have a little look at the tires right now. Everybody's basically on the same tires they started on, except for Bounty, JTB Drippin, and Jim Just Waits. They all pit. Bounty going on to mediums. JTB Drippin also pitting right now. And I think he's supposed to be retired, but I'm not too sure about that. I also don't think D-Master will make his pants any more wide as of current, as Angry Shadow is still getting away from him, even on those old soft tires. We've got a yellow flag. That's Bouncy retired, it looks like. There's Bouncy retired, I think. It looked like turn 3 where he lost it. Now, who is gonna come in? Definitely Angry Shadow. Of course, is he gonna come in? D-Master, does he come in? I don't think he will. Yes, he will. Also comes in. It will be very interesting to see what kind of tires he's gonna put on. It's gonna have to be the hard tires. Why is my controller disconnected? That is not the play. Excuse me. Thank you. Curbs do suck indeed, Bouncy. I completely agree with you. You just have to touch them and you're dead around this place. If you touch the wrong curb in the wrong way, you are finished around Sandford. There we go. Finally, my phone wants to stand upright. I want to see what tires everyone went on. Yeah, D-Master went to hard tires. Hard tires are absolutely awful around this track. And I don't think you actually really want to be on them. What just happened there? Why is D-Master in first? I think they tried to let... Okay, now D-Master's back in pit in second. I think they tried to let JTB drip in and then just race go through to unlap themselves. Which is a very nice sportsmanship. I really love that from those two. Tony Hawk straight into the wall and flew across the track. Yeah, great sportsmanship from both D-Master and Angry Shadow, letting those lap cars by, as they don't have to do that, but they can. And I would love to see this be a rule in MRL. Just, you have to let lap cars through if they end up behind you under the safety car. And yes, it's very difficult to communicate to everyone, but we do the race briefings. Put it in the race briefing every week. Put in a reminder to let lap cars by. And when people don't do it, give them a penalty. 5 seconds. Penalty. Done. And you might say, yeah, well, people will be some people might be AI on the safety car. They shouldn't. So that's another penalty for them if they are on their AI. They shouldn't be. So I can understand why there is some difficulties with implementing that rule. Although I think if you actually start to enforce that rule, yes, a lot of people will be angry, but rules are rules. Just abide by them. And as you can see here in Tier 4, it can work. It can be done. Whoopsie. So yeah, I just think if you penalize people who don't do it, they will learn very quickly that they need to do it, otherwise they're gonna get penalty. In terms of communication, it's difficult. Yes, it is. But if you look behind you, you see a car that you are not fighting for position, who is a lap down. You pull off the track, let them pass, pull back in. And if somebody gains a place from that happening and you lose a place under the safety car, you can then report that, and the person that overtook you know they did something wrong and they are gonna get a 10-second penalty. So 5 seconds for not letting lap cars pass by, and then 10 seconds for trying to take advantage of that and trying to gain a place. That's that's the best way to do it in my opinion, and get reminders in the race briefings every single week, so people don't forget. But if you penalize people for not letting lap cars back through, they will learn very quickly. A lot of people will get angry, a lot of people will whine and bitch and moan about it, but at the end of the day, people are gonna start doing it because they don't want penalties. But what we're also gonna start doing is racing again, because the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap, and Jim just raced has managed to get back onto the back of the safety car, and his race is not ruined. So I'm actually very happy to see that for Jim, being able to pass everyone under the safety car, get back up, get back on the same lap. Very happy to see that. As Golden Drift and MRK get a very good launch. Knight having to defend MRK, going right round the outside of Knight. Knight hanging it in there. These two going side by side in the turn 2. Not in the turn 3 though, as Knight is able to stay ahead of the McLaren driver. An Angry Shadow already outside the D-Master, already outside of the DRS of Angry Shadow. And I think this is just going to be a second place for D-Master, which is going to have to try and keep. Knight getting up the inside of Newbie, getting up to 3rd place. As he is now going to have his sights set on D-Master. And if D-Master is smart, he will actually let Knight by, catch up to Shadow, and then perhaps D-Master can overtake Shadow after Knight and Shadow start battling. Because D-Master does not have the pace. And Knight can definitely not make these tires last to the end of the race. He will have to pit again. As Knight goes up the inside of D-Master, gets it done. D-Master hangs it in there. I would not do this, D-Master. Why are you hanging it in there? Just let him by. Let him catch up to Shadow. And then battle with Shadow. He is not your race at the moment. You're losing so much time. So much unnecessary time, D. D-Master not using his head right now. Not the smartest move he's ever made. Knight still on the back of him. He's gonna get past him this lap probably. It was great racing. It was great racing. I agree with that. It's just not smart racing from D-Master. Because I would have let Knight by. Let Knight catch up to Shadow. Then let them two battle, because Shadow is not gonna give up the lead that easily. And then hopefully battle with Shadow after they start battling. Where here comes Knight for round 2 on D-Master. And this time he gets on by. To be fair, Knight should have sent it more than instead of making a hard to move. Yes. I can agree with that, but going side by side in the turn 3 is just as stupid as making a half-hearted move. Like, D-Master, you know that you don't have the pace against fresh soft tires. Doesn't matter who it is in the field, you don't have the pace against them on hard tires. So let them by, let them fight with the car ahead, and maybe you can catch up. Now, Knight has to catch up 3 seconds instead of the 1.5 seconds it was. You just lost a second and a half for battling with no real reason, as Pete has gone wide at turn 11. Yeah, you just lost a second and a half for a move that have just been done anyway. So, not the greatest of racing in my book. But I'm not a tier 4 driver, what do I know? I'm now a retired driver, so I guess I can't speak on it too much. As JTB Drippin looks to have a look on the inside of Fox. Does he get the better exit? Looks to have done so. No, not quite. Has to tuck into the slipstream. This might actually be a crash going up into here. No. JTB Dripping sticks behind. Very smartly done. This pack is very close as well. MRK, Golden Drift, Nathan, Fnatic, all very close together. On the back of a newbie. D-Master half spawned the car when you read my first comment, lol. Well, yeah, D-Master tends to do that. He did it in the trailer as well that I showed at the start of this broadcast. As we have MRK up the inside of Newbie. That's not really the place to do it. But Newbie just lets MRK by. And this is what D-Master should have done, in my opinion. Not fight too hard. There comes Golden Drift up the inside of Newbie. Is Newbie able to hang it around the outside? They almost touch wheels. Newbie goes onto the grass a little bit and rides the curb like your mom rides me. But Newbie is still able to stay in front, and now Golden Drift turns into your mom as he rides the curb. Fnatic now gets past Golden Drift after that horrible skateboard ride off a Golden Drift over the curb. Not something you want to do. And MRK almost broken DRS out of Newbie. Nathan right on the ass of Newbie, sniffing what he's had for dinner. As there might actually be a move in the turn 11 here from the harsh driver. Let's see, he opens the DRS. Of course, Newbie doesn't, because he doesn't have DRS. And Newbie slides into turn 11. Really slows up in the 12. Allows Nathan to have to check up a little bit. Maybe Nathan can get this move done in the turn 1. Let's see right now. Coming out of the Vankin. Onto the straight. Opening the DRS. This time it's DRS open for the Kickstarter as well. But now Nathan goes down the inside. It's a Newbie gonna hang it around the outside. Nathan has to climb the curbs. And has run out of space there a little bit. Great defending by Newbie there. As I am now gonna focus on Knight, who has seemed to close up a lot on Angry Shadow lately. No one writes me? Haha, you. If you only knew. If you only knew. People, girls write me more than you, mate. If only you knew. If only you knew. But now Knight has halted his comeback towards Angry Shadow a little bit. Does that... How long is he actually on those? As high as 8 laps then? They may not be feeling great, but they should still be faster than the mediums. My body pillar doesn't count. Ah, fuck's sake, okay. God damn it, then your mom will have to do. My body pillow doesn't count, your mom will have to do. I'm sorry. Or do cows not count either? Wait, no, wait, no, never mind. You know what? Forget I said that. Forget that. Oh, what am I saying? It's way too late for me to do this. Way too late for me to do this. I have to get up at 5 AM tomorrow. Damn! Oh my god. Oh, we might have a move on from Fnatic on Nathan. No. They stay nose to tail. An Angry Shadow. Oh, we have Fox spun. And losing his win. It's a safety car. And we're gonna have a couple of people boxing now. Boxing. You didn't have to low blow me like that. Well, I mean, if you're coming at me like that, I'm coming at you like that. If you're coming at me, I'm gonna come at you, you know? I could also come on you if that's what you're into, but we'll save that for another day. As Fox has decided to stay out with that damage from Wing and has climbed up to P6 with that. Yeah, I'm coming at you, indeed. Or on you, or in you, or whatever you want. And everyone thinks I'm the only one. Well, you are. They're not wrong. But I never said I wasn't. Hey yo, what is happening over here? Alright, let's see the position changes since the start of the race. And Angry Shadow has got up 1 position from the front row and is now leading the race. Knight has managed to make up 3. And the biggest winner so far is going to be Fox and Newbie. Fox will be pitting very shortly for a new front wing, so that'll leave Newbie, as D-Master also pits, okay. So that'll leave Newbie with 7 position gains at that time. And JTB Drippin losing 8 since the start of this race. Imagine if you were in comms with me, yeah, we'd make magic in more than one way. I'm hoping you become a co-comp for next season. I can't wait to commentate with you. But D-Master, already out into P4. What tires did he put on? Soft tires. Very smart decision from him. Angry Shadow also pitted for soft tires. But Fox, with that broken front wing and old hearts, is now in a podium spot. He is now in a podium spot after causing the safety car himself. He stayed out to become a top 3 runner with a broken front wing and all tires. If he manages to get this podium, this will be the biggest crash gate I've ever seen in my fucking life. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to keep D-Master behind for very long. Who's coming in? Who? Yeah, me and B-Dunk are both coming in your mom, Testarossa, at the same time as well. You know, you've heard of double penetration, now it's a double cream pie. What is this? What are we talking about actually? This is a fucking F1 league race and we're talking about... only with me. Only with me. She's a very lovely woman indeed, which is why she needs the pleasure of having me and B-Dunk together at the same time. That's what she deserves, having that pleasure. As Fox does decide to pit, finally. I'd never thought I'd do one with a wheel. Oh my god. Oh, chat is popping off. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Don't talk about my shower body. Oh my god. This just shows you why MRL is the absolute best league in North America and possibly even in the entire world. Just this interaction in chat right here absolutely shows that, as we are about to get racing again. We've got a straight fight between Angry Shadow and D-Master, who both have to get past Knight, who is still on old softs, by the way. And Knight has gone right now. And let's see what Angry Shadow and D-Master can do. How quickly can they pass the McLaren of Knight, who is going to be on old softs? There's some troubles back behind, it look like. As Angry Shadow gets passed by D-Master on the outside of turn 3. D-Master is now in a provisional lead of the Dutch Grand Prix. Can he now chase and pass. Oh, no, never mind. D-Master's back up in the third place. Okay. Ooh, MRK diving it. Newbie diving it down the inside of MRK. These two going side by side. Just about making it work. And Newbie gets the place in the end. And then almost spins himself off track. MRK trying to go around the outside, but that doesn't going to work there. As they have now lost DRS with the front three. Now Angry Shadow and Knight, both our D-Master, both have to get past Knight. Possibly this lap or next lap. And for D-Master, he has to hope that Angry Shadow can't get past Knight. As Angry Shadow just drives clean around the outside of it. Is Knight gonna hang it around the outside? Oh, it's a crash for Knight, and Knight is round. And that is a very tough spot for Knight to be in. Very tough spot for Knight to be in. Who has had to let the entire field back through. And now it's a straight fight between D-Master and Angry Shadow. As Angry Shadow gets a little bit loose on the exit of 10. That means D-Master has the inside for 11. And D-Master moves up into the lead of the Dutch Grand Prix. And the Dutch commentator goes absolutely wild because his friend is in the lead. Tires? No, not giving you it. It's my stream. I can do what I want. I want to focus on this battle more than I want to focus on tires. I think everybody's on new softs anyway. This is gonna be one hell of a battle. These last 7 laps with Shadow versus D-Master. Shadow setting a purple sector 1. Chasing down to get that first place back. Racing with the number 7 of Kimi Raikkonen. Which number is D-Master actually racing with? 19 is that? Trash number. I like Angry Shadow's number more. D-Master looks to have got a little bit wide there. Coming out of 12. And he is gonna have Angry Shadow for company. And Angry Shadow is gonna easily take that place down in the turn 1. Sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix as well with a 10.4. D-Master careful not to run into the back of Angry Shadow there. Let's see if we have any moves further back. We do. We have Fox side by side with John Doe's work. Fox taking 10th place on the inside of John Doe's work. Great racing from both of them. Now we are side by side with Newbie and MRK. Oof. And D-Master able to stay closer to Angry Shadow. A little bit easier than Shadow was to D-Master. Oh, well, there goes a Sauber spun right in the middle of the pack. That is less than ideal. D-Master doesn't make the move in 11. Just tucks back and is gonna. Oh, that's not what you want. You don't want to have a slide right there. He's gonna have to gain all the way up this straight. Is he gonna be able to do it? Is he gonna be able to get the move done in the turn 1? Opens the DRS, gets into the slipstream, and it's another change for the lead. Possibly as D-Master takes the inside, takes the lead. MRK, and oh my god, MRK goes up in the 2nd place. Newbie now goes up in the 3rd place. Almost taking it from MRK. Nathan, oh my god, it's all kicking off here at the back as everybody is trying to improve their position. State to be dripping spins again. And is now well and truly out of the running of this race. But Nathan losing 3rd to MRK, and then also losing a position to Newbie. And D-Master just looks to be a little bit more comfortable on these soft tires at the moment. And looks to stay in front a little bit easier. As we have this huge train behind there, a little bit of lag as well for a good measure with it. We are following Golden Drift, following Nathan, as we have another yellow flag. There's another time J to be dripping. Angry Shadow and D-Master going side by side. Shadow having to let D-Master back past. And this group is actually going on to J to be dripping rather quickly. So they might catch up to him before the end of the lap. If J to be dripping keeps it up like this, he might have some damage by the looks of how his race is going at the moment. But D-Master survives for a lap. Can he hold on for 4 more? We have a slow moving Red Bull right there. That is Fnatic, losing a couple of positions to the rest of the field of their competitors very close by. It's Golden Drift on being under pressure from Pete, or putting Nathan on Nathan. No, yeah, being under pressure from Pete. No, there's a Red Bull behind. Never mind, I'm completely stupid. I'm just completely stupid. Oh my god. They did catch the Sauber of J to be dripping, and it nearly gave me a heart attack. Now let's see how these guys catch J to be dripping. They don't catch him in the best of spots, and MRK really has to slow. Oh no, wait, that's Newbie in front. It'll be a question of where these guys will catch up to JTB dripping, the slow moving Sauber. Nathan's trying to get that exit, but everybody just staying put. Oh, Shadows hit the wall! Shadows hit the walls. I just jumped on board with him. There we go. D-Master can cream pie his pants once again. He can make him wide all he wants. Angry Shadow has wing damage and is now out for the lead of this race. And that gives D-Master an easy win right now. So D-Master will be winning the Dutch Grand Prix. But we still have a battle for third place on our hands, which will be between Newbie, MRK, Nathan, Golden Drift and Pete. All of those drivers within a chance of making it. And I'm just waiting to see a Hail Mary down in the turn 11. Angry Shadow now gets past by JTB dripping, and then you know it's bad if that happens. Now, can Newbie potentially catch Angry Shadow as well to make this a battle for P2? The gap is 3 seconds right now. One more lap after this. If he can close it down to be around a second and a half at the start of the next lap, he may have a chance in the turn 11. But Newbie really closing up. It's already a second. Just over a second. As oh, that's a spin from MRK. An Angry Shadow and Newbie are now battling. And it's Newbie around the outside of Angry Shadow. Nathan could get on the podium here. As he opens the DRS. Should get a easy move here down the inside. Oh no, Angry Shadow's gonna get back up at Newbie. Get the move done. Into the final lap we go. And oh, they've taken each other out. They've taken each other out. Newbie and Angry Shadow take each other out. Golden Drift now moves up into third. Nathan moves up into second. Pete moves up into fourth. But Newbie and Shadow take each other out of the race completely. And what could have been an easy second place for Newbie now has turned into a 6th place with possibly a penalty, because I think he was the car behind there at that moment. But Angry Shadow did come across the track on him, so the stewards will have to decide that one. But after a long wait since Silverstone, it is for the second time this season that D-Master rounds the final corner and he wins the Dutch Grand Prix. Nathan is gonna come home to finish second with Golden Drift in third place. Oh, that's gonna be close across the line. It's under a 10th. Pete in 5th place. Angry Shadow in 4th place. Angry Shadow in 5th. Yoga finishes 6th. Newbie finishes 7th. Fox finishes 8th. John does work in 9th. MRK still gets 10th. Fanatic gets 11th after ignoring a yellow flag and getting a 10-second time penalty for that. Jim Just Rage gets 12th. Testa Rosa gets 13th. Knights gets 14th. And JTB Drippin just parks it just before the finish line and finishes. No, he doesn't finish off his race. He is doing some donuts to finish off the end of the season. Holy shit, what an end of the race that was. From Angry Shadow fucking it into the barriers to then crashing with Newbie. Looking for a guaranteed guaranteed second place from Angry Shadow to basically finishing 5th. Yeah, in 2 laps. Not it. Not it. Oh, what an end. But let's get your race rundown then. D-Master wins from pole position, but it was not that easy for him. Nathan takes 2nd place. Golden Drift takes 3rd. Pete takes 4th. Angry Shadow takes 5th. Yoga in 6th. Newbie in 7th. Fox in 8th. John does work in 9th. And MRK in 10th. And I'm gonna get the boys in for some interviews, hopefully. Interviews at D-Master. And at Golden Drift. Holy moly, what a race that was. Well, we've got D-Master already in the interview room, so let's get him in here. If I can drag him, there we go. Now he should be in. Yeah. How you doing, my guy? Let me see if I can get you your camera on. Um, I don't know. That was intense as. Oh my god! What an end to the race. How was that for you? With not. Yeah, what a way to not only end the season but end your career as well. Because you've said to me that you're not going to be racing next season. Oh, so that's is that with your result counted in or? Okay, so tier 3 is gonna be an important one for that one, for that little battle then, but oh well, I will not hold you up any longer then. Good luck with that. Um, thank you. Enjoy the win. Alright, now we are gonna get Nathan in. Nathan, how are you feeling? Let's go! Haas podium! Let's go! I have not seen that, I'm sorry, but oh my god, how were those last couple of laps for you? Because that was absolute chaos. Yeah, D-Master and Angry Shadow had a great battle for the lead, and then Angry Shadow hit the wall, lost some pace, and then you, MRK, and Newbie just honed in on him like it was nobody's business, and within 2 laps you were on his backside. How was that? Seeing going from, oh, I could maybe get a podium here if I'm lucky, to holy shit, I'm definitely getting a podium, or I could get P2. Yeah, what was going through you when you saw Angry Shadow and Newbie just exit stage right after turn 1? Yeah, well, congratulations on the podium. Let's go, Haas boys. Hopefully we can do the same thing in tier 3. Yeah, thank you. I'll still be here, of course, in MRL. I'll still be commentating. Just won't be racing. But yeah, thank you. You did an amazing job. That was an amazing race. You were there right. You were there right at the end, exactly when it matters. And yeah, enjoy it, and hopefully tier 3 will be just as good. So I'm gonna let you go now and enjoy that P2. Bye bye. So there we go. That is going to be the broadcast for tier 4 here. That's going to be season 11. What a season it's been. J-Joe is champion. A couple of retirements in D-Master, who won his last race in MRL. how cool is that to be able to say that you won your last race in MRL, or at least in your respective tier? That is, yeah. I'm gonna head on out. I'm gonna head to bed, and I'll see you guys in the next season, because I will return as a commentator. I will just not return as a driver. So yeah, it's been fun this season. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I did, and I will see you next season. Bye.